Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Link the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Extracurricular Activities. On today, day 5, it is game day, as you can see in the beginning of the chat. Not the chat, but the little dialogue box. Today is game day. I'll be leaving for the coach's room soon, so we can have a pre-game meeting. Hell yeah. My finger is still a little sore, but I really need to take the splint off it before we start playing. I'll leave it on until before we play, and I'll take some leave before we start playing too, just in case. Gotta eat some real quick and get going. Oh, look at us with our tennis hat. I'm a little early, I guess. Nobody's here yet. Still 10 minutes before the meeting is supposed to start anyway, and someone is bound to be late. Someone is actually here before I am. That's surprising. Hey, Spence. The bus arrived a little early today, so makes sense. Well, you ready to play today? Yeah, really looking forward to it. You're playing with Dozer, right? Mm-hmm. We're partners, it seems. We've not gotten to play a lot together, so this'll be a trial. I'm sure you two will be fine. I suggest you stick more to the baseline and let him play the net, though. They'll have a tough time getting the ball around him with the reach he has. You're right. I'll have to talk to him about that. He has the potential to be an impenetrable wall. Yeah, so you two need to make good use of that. Good, you two are here. Everyone else is on their way down the hall, so we'll have a quick chat before leaving. After a couple minutes, the remainder of the team had joined you. Alright guys, I hope you're ready. Today will be your first matches of the season. Keep in mind that these are just practice matches, so they won't influence our ranking at the end of the season. Regardless of that, I want you guys to give it your all and start the season off strong. There are a few things I'll need to keep in mind though. First of all, don't forget that you're playing on clay courts. You are more prone to slide on clay court than what you would on a normal one. On top of that, the ball isn't going to bounce as high or travel as fast due to the court. You'll have to play more strategically and think about your shots. Those spin shots we went over are going to come in handy here. Unless anyone has any questions, it's time to head out. Nobody spoke up, so Coach took it as a sign to leave. Dozer and Chester are with me. You two can ride with Spencer. Oh, I want to talk to Dozer about something. Well, it'll have to wait. I have the biggest vehicle, so I'll take the bigger guys with me. I don't think he would be comfortable in Spencer's car, and the same goes for Chester. Don't worry, Grant. We can have a chance to talk later. Look at this beautiful boy. Let's focus on the games now, though, alright? Alright, we'll talk later then. Let's get going, guys. Off to Elton Ranch. Oh, here we go. Purple Sharpie. Why would I sniff it that close? Alright then. Now that everyone's here, let's go ahead and get you guys assigned to your courts. Spencer, you'll be on court 1, Chester and Darius on court 2, and court 3 for Dozer and Grant. Your opponent's already there and on the assigned courts. You'll have 15 minutes to warm up, and then you'll start your matches. You don't have any official judges, so you'll be making all the calls yourself. Remember, if you're unsure where the ball lands, just count it as in to avoid conflict. Good luck, everyone. You ready to do this? Yeah, I'm ready to get started. Before we start, how's your finger? It feels alright. It's a little sore, but it shouldn't bother me any. Thankfully, it's not on the hand I hold my racket with. You should be fine to take off the splint then. Just be careful with it. Gotcha. Let's introduce ourselves to our opponents, then we can stretch and start warming up. Your opponents were a bear that wasn't quite as big as Dozer and a tiger with a similar build to Darius. Oh, here they are again. Fucking prissy-ass tiger, fucking... And the bear is just like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, guys, I'm Grant. And I'm Dozer. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Wade, and this is Rodriguez. It's nice to meet you. Wade shook hands with you and Dozer, but his teammate didn't stick around. That's not about him. He just really wants to play today. We can go ahead and start warming up, you guys like. Sure, sounds good. I will determine who starts serving the warm-up. Hey, Dozer. Yeah? You should really use this match to focus on your topspin shot. The other guy is big too, so I'm sure he'll give you some good opportunities to try that out. No doubt. I'll try it out then, if you don't mind. I'm not as concerned about winning today as I am about practicing. Then go for it. This is a practice match, and if we're going to be playing together more, we need to try a variety of strategies. Sounds like a great idea, Grant. Let's work hard, alright? Your time to warm up didn't last long, and it was a time for the real game to start. With a spin of the racket, you gave up the first serve to the opposing team. You take the first return, Grant. Sure, looks like the big guy is has the first serve, so I'm sure it'll be powerful. Maybe. You don't know for sure, so don't expect it to come flying at you. And don't forget the clay cord. It should cause the serve to stay low. Right. With the game underway, you and Dozer found that you were equally matched with your opponents. Coach Grifter was right when he said they mirrored you, and it showed up with the teams winning games back and forth. Neither could pick up the advantage. We can't seem to break their serves, and they can't break ours. If this keeps up, it'll come down to a tiebreaker in each set. Yeah, I'm not so sure what we should do. At this point, maybe we should change how we're playing. How so? They seem to anticipate our plays since we all play a similar way, meaning we need to try something new. We've not really implemented our spin shots despite talking about it. I've not wanted to take the chance, but maybe you're right. Since we can't break their serves, let's try doing that this game, since it's their serve. We've been losing there, so what's the harm in trying something new then? Good idea. Let's give that a shot and see what happens. With how their serves have been, I can't hit a topspin shot back as effectively as the ball stays so low. I'd most likely hit it into the net. Regardless, they expect me to hit it back across court to the server, and with how we've been playing. What if I lob it over the bear to the net and the opposite side of the server? I don't know what the fuck I just said. That might throw them off and cause a weaker return from them, allowing Dozer to take advantage of it. Yeah, okay. Well, Dozer's expecting us to try the top spin. Follow your loins. I'll try the top spin anyway. We'll see how it goes. I'll knock it right back to the cat. You prepared yourself for the serve, and when it came at you, you hit the ball with the top spin you wanted. Despite doing that, the ball did hit the net like you thought it would. But because the spin you put on it, since the ball hit the top of the net, it ended up jumping over. Neither opponent expected it to go over, and it bounced twice before either of them could get it. Nice return, Grant. A bit on the lucky side, but you tried it. Good job. He's right. That was lucky. But at least trying something new was beneficial. Maybe we can keep that up. Up next was Dozer for the return, and his attempt at a topspin sent the ball flying out of bounds over the net. You tried, Dozer. It was close. Yeah, almost had it. I'll keep trying, though. The next serve came at you, caught you off guard when the ball came flying at more of an angle than usual. You were barely able to reach it with your racket, but sent the ball flying into the sky, setting up for an easy spike. The bear propelled himself to spike it, but instead he stepped on a stray ball that had rolled onto the court from the last point. With a roar, he lost control of himself and went crashing to the ground. After he landed, he sat up and put his face in his hands. Oh, that looked painful. Dozer wasted no time rushing over to the other side of the net to check on the opponent's opponent, and you followed along with him. Oh, shit! Look at this! Oh, I hope he didn't fuck up his ankle, but he probably did. Damn. Hey, you alright? That was a nasty spill you took. I feel sick. My vision went black for a moment. My ankle's in severe pain. I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm training to handle these kinds of things, alright? Sure, just be careful. Rodriguez, go get the coach. Tiger nodded and ran off. Dozer untied the bear's shoe and slid it off as carefully as he could, making him groan in pain. Your ankle's already swollen up. You might have sprained it when you stepped on the ball. If you're experiencing enough pain to feel nauseous, it might be a pretty severe sprain. Grant, yeah? Go have Coach Grifter prepare an ice pack. We need to get ice on this right away. And has got some painkillers too. He's gonna need it. Gotcha. As you were leaving, the other coach showed up to help Dozer move the bear away from the courts to a nearby bench. He found your coach and relayed the message what Dozer had given you. After he made the ice pack, he returned to Dozer with it. Thanks, Grant. No problem. He's checking the first aid kit for the pain meds now. Alright, good. And thank you too. I'm afraid I won't be able to finish our match. I can barely stand, so I know I can't play. My coach said that means we have pretty much forfeited to you two, so we can't continue. Really? Yeah, you gotta count that as a win. A win's a win, or that's not a win. Let's be noble, motherfuckers, about this. That's not a win. We were having a great match, and I wanted to finish it. He's right, it can't be a win since we never made it to the end. The game could have gone either way. Besides, it's just practice for everyone, so winning or losing doesn't matter. Yeah, I suppose you're both right. Regardless, I hate that we can't finish the match. Don't worry about it. Just worry about your ankle. Yeah, you're gonna have to take it easy for a couple weeks at least. I'm going to help you get out of the sun though, so let's get you moved somewhere else. Dozer helped the bear hobble to a place where he could rest without the sun bearing down on him, and then stepped aside with his coach to talk about the injury. After he finished, he joined you and Coach Grifter to watch the remaining games play out. You two were playing great while the game was in progress. It's a shame we don't get to finish though. It is. Well, perhaps you can learn something from watching the others play. Spencer is dominating his game right now. He's already won the first set, and he's well on his way to finishing off the second. He's making quick work of his opponent, isn't he? I expected him to win, but I didn't think he'd walk all over the guy. A few more games, and this match will be over. Darius and Chester, on the other hand, they aren't having as good of a time. Those two don't know how to work together in the slightest. Chester and Darius are pretty opposite of each other, since Chester is clumsy and Darius is agile. Also, one is a decent fucking person and the other is Darius. You gave them a challenge just by making them play together. They'll have to learn to communicate somehow. I don't plan on changing up the pairings. That means you and Grant will be partners all year. I hope you two are up for that. I think we'll manage. What do you think, Dozer? Yeah, I think we'll work fine together. Good to know. Now you two can just relax and watch these games. I'm gonna check on the injured player. Which game do you think we should watch? Spencer or Chester and Darius? I personally think we should watch Chester and Darius, because watching Spencer is not going to help us at all. Of course, Spencer is the more fucking... Jesus. He's the more talented player, so... What do you guys think? Should we watch Spencer or should we watch Chester and Darius? I think we should watch Spencer's game for now. If he's about to win, we can at least get some insight on how he's playing before moving on with the other two. You make a good point. From the way Coach talks, Spencer's game will be over soon. We might as well see what we can from it before it ends. Let's go check it out. You and Dozer went to watch what you could of Spencer's game before it ended. As Coach said, it only lasted a few more games before Spencer won. There wasn't much to learn from him, though. It was more of a display of how well Spencer had control over the ball, even on a different court. Okay, well, I don't feel like I learned anything at all from that. The points didn't last long enough. Yeah, Spencer knew exactly where to return the ball each time, and he did it with precision. I think it's better if he showed us how he swings the racket instead of us just watching him like this. We'd probably learn more that way. I guess we should go check on the other two now. Might as well, since this is done. Those led the way to the last court with players on it, and that's where most everyone has gathered at the time. Chester and Darius were on the receiving side, and neither of them appeared to be focused in the slightest. Both of them looked annoyed, and it reflected in how they played. Yeesh, those two look like they're in a rough spot right now. Sounds like their set is ending, so let's give them a pep talk while they take their break. Oh shit. Long neck good for taking that long dick. I mean, yeah. You guys already done with your game? One guy sprained his ankle and they had to forfeit since he couldn't play anymore. Lucky for you. Not exactly, you aren't getting any practice now. But you two get that chance, and you both are so out of sync with each other. Darius said he needs to hit every ball that comes across the net. It's only because you keep costing us points. Because you keep getting in the way. Well, maybe if you didn't get so angry over such simple things. Whoa, guys, chill out. Yeah, you're a team here, and you need to start acting like one. Well, what do you suggest we do? Communicate or pay attention. I think communication is the most important thing in a partnership. You need to communicate with each other. You can't just expect the other to know where you're going unless you say something. There are just times when you gotta speak out. Grant is right. You two can play great together, but it doesn't sound like you're communicating with each other. You should say when you're going to do something that might mess with your teammate. Otherwise, it's going to lead to issues like you're having. You guys are more capable of winning this game. You guys are more than capable of winning this game. I know you can do it. Just talk to each other while you're out there. I guess we can give that a shot. I'm sure it can't hurt us any. Alright, I'll try to keep that in mind. Thanks, guys. That's all for the break. Let's get back out there and show them how it's done, Cheers. Alright. I hope that helps them out some. It seemed to have done a kind of an effect, but I guess we'll see how much of it had done when they start playing again. Yeah, hopefully they'll start doing better. The next set started and they were playing no better than they had been in the prior set. But something had changed regardless. You could hear them talking to each other while they moved, and after a couple of games, things started to go their way. Well, look at that. They can work together after all. Seems like it. They're starting to do a little better. If they keep this up, they can still win a match. You're right. Really, in their case, I think a victory would do them some good, so I'm pulling for them. You got this, Chester. Darius, play hard. Yeah, you two can do it. Woo! They played on while you and Dozer sat by and cheered them on. The other team didn't have the same kind of support, though. Most of them were either playing on their phones or just conversing with each other, showing little to no interest in the game. You and Dozer, though, continued to encourage your teammates while the game played on. Yes! They actually pulled it off. I'm really surprised. That last set really came down to the wire, but they kept talking to each other and they won. Yeah, I'm sure we can learn a few things or two from that game. We gotta make sure we're on the same page, that's for sure. Definitely. Let's go congratulate them and meet back in with Coach. It's about time to wrap this stuff up and head back home. Coach was with Spencer at the main building for the country club when you, Dozer, and the other two joined up. Great job out there, guys. It was a clean sweep today, even though one match was defaulted to us. I hope this sets up the rest of the season for you all. Keep working hard at practice, because I have high hopes for all of you. Everyone grab a drink, take a break, and chat amongst yourselves, and I'll be ready to go shortly. I need to go talk with the other coach one more time. Now that I have the chance to talk with Dozer. Hey, Grant, what did you want to talk about earlier? And he read my mind. Oh, well. About tomorrow or about him? Alright, let's try asking him about him. I actually wanted to ask something about yourself. Oh, what? Well, what makes you want to go into physical therapy? My mother had a big influence on that. Your mother? Yeah, she's a nurse at the hospital back in my hometown. She'd been doing it since I was born, and she inspired me a lot as I grew up. Always taught me that I should be compassionate towards others and such. I don't think I could do the same work she does, but I still wanted to go into a similar field. My focus is going to be on athletic injuries, though, since I do enjoy sports. I see. Your mother sounds pretty great. She really is. She raised me on her own after my father left her. She's an amazing woman, and I have the utmost respect for her. She really sounds like it. Was there anything else you wanted to ask me about? The majority says ask about tomorrow, so let's try that one. I was wondering about tomorrow. Should we meet somewhere in particular? We'll be taking a bus, so let's just meet on campus. It'll be the easiest option. About what time? How's 2 sound? Sounds fine with me. Good night, caught on camera. We can meet at the campus courtyard around 2 then. Alright. I'll get back in touch around noon just to make sure things are on track. Was that all then? Well, we still can ask stuff. Well, let's ask about him again. Also, I don't know that much about you, so I'd like to know. Really now? In time, I suppose. We'll find out a little more tomorrow. You remind me more and more of my friend back home. I guess that's a good thing. Maybe it is. It looks like time to head out, too. Coach is on his way back over. Alright, guys, let's load up and head back home. Dozer and Chester, you're with me again. And if I don't see you back at the college, I'll see you on Monday at practice. Later, Coach. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Grant. I'll send you a text or something. Alright, I'll see you then, Dozer. Oh, I guess we didn't do that after practice dinner at the buffet. Now that I'm back home, it's time to get cleaned up and settle in for the night. Dozer invited me out with him tomorrow, so I've got to make sure I'm rested up. I have no idea what he has planned, but I guess I'll find out soon enough. Day 6, Saturday. Wow! Oh, no. This is not the new layout. You can tell because the shit is way up there. So we have to wait until that gets updated. So this will be the end of the Dozer route for now. We'll be checking in on the other routes that got updated when we do, really. So thank you all very much for joining me on this episode and all the other episodes of Extracurricular Activities. All fucking 80 of them. Jesus. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained and professional, speaking for the voices in my head when I say, fare thee well. Oh yeah. Bye, everyone!